All right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, the focus is suppleness before strength, but also sensing how suppleness helps to feel our strength. And often we can, when we are tight, our muscles are tense, it really inhibits the effectiveness of our muscles and also can limit our true strength and how effortless that can feel. Like you're not kind of going against the tide when you are trying to do some work, some movements to help build some strength. So we're going to be doing from foot sliding. So you might want to have your socks on or not on your sticky mat. We're lying prone. And we're also going to be doing some side lying, and you will need some support for your head because your bottom arm is going to be on your top ribs. And also we are going to be doing variations of arch and curl. So if you need support for your arms there, grab all those props that you need, and then we're going to start lying down. Just to let you know, Karen, I can't see you. And I thought I'd start this morning's class with a reading from Moshe Feldenkrais. And as you know, he inspired Thomas Hanna. And the reading is, the quote really, movement is life. Life is a process. Improve the quality of the process and you improve the quality of life. Movement is life. Life is a process. Improve the quality of the process and you improve the quality of life. And I would go on to say that you improve the quality of your movement, you further improve the quality of your life. So let those words settle as you settle. Getting a sense of yourself this morning. Where are you mentally? Emotionally? Physically? Just take a moment to really check in with yourself. And is there anywhere in your body, be it physical, emotional, mental, that just really needs your attention right now? What could you be pushing away? What are you avoiding? And just notice that. And as you practice, remember to practice today with compassion and without force. And somas, bring your awareness to your head and just start to gently turn your head from side to side. If you do have any support underneath your head, it might just be interesting to remove that as well. Just briefly get a check-in of where you're resting on your head. Note the speed that you're moving your head. The slower you go, the more that you feel, the more that you can take in. You might hear the sensation of your head moving on the floor, your hair. Feel the sensation of your hair. Sense the shape of your head as you turn. And sensing your range on each side. Notice how free it feels to turn your head. Okay, and then bring your head back to center. And just noticing if there's any tension in your brow, jaw. Sense, as you move your awareness down, sense the space at the back of your neck. The space at the back of your shoulders. Does that feel equal? Is there space at the back of your shoulders? And sensing where your arms have come to rest. Feel the space between each arm and your side. Where are you resting on each hand and arm? Feel your fingers. And then bring your awareness back to your upper body and sensing the back of your ribs. How much of the back of your ribs can you feel in contact with the floor? Sense the space in your lower back. Is that the same on each side? Feel the weightedness through your pelvis and buttocks. Are you sensing if one buttock is contracted more than the other? And then bring your awareness into your legs. Sensing how each leg is resting on the floor. If you have your legs long. If you have your knees up, just feel the contact your feet are making with the floor. If your legs are long, feel the weight through your heels. And just take a few more breaths just to take all of you in. From the outside in, from the inside out. And then you can draw your knees up, bring your feet to the floor. Not too far away from your bum. Just check that your feet are level, hips width. And just be careful here, folks. If you're on a blanket, I don't want you to slip. And we're going to explore a movement called the bridge lift. It's a yoga pose, but I know other modalities teach it as well. And I'd like you to bring your hands to your hip crests and your fingertips on your hip creases. Make that as comfortable as you can. And many ways of teaching this is to roll the spine off the floor. But I want you in a moment to lift up from the pelvis. So you gently fold open at the hip crease. So give that a go. So your buttocks and your back will lift off the floor. You lift up from the hip crease. That's it. And your feet don't strain. Just kind of go and feel how far you can go. And then folding at the hip crease as you come down. So this also, the way of teaching here improves the functioning of your pelvis in relation to your legs and your spine. And then just relax everything there, because that will take muscular effort. Your muscles will contract to do that. And then explore that a few more times. If it's helpful, you can keep your hands on your hip crests. Notice if your brain tries to tip you back. And at the top of this, just feel if the weight is equal through your feet. Releasing down. And then when you do that again, so pause between, when you come up again, just feeling, and maybe bring your hands onto your hip creases again here, hip crests again, just sensing if one hip crest feels higher. Does your pelvis feel level? And as you lower down, just feel the quality of your movement there. Is it jerky? Is it smooth? And just sensing in this lift how the buttocks engage. But we don't want them to really grip. We don't want them to get really grip. And the back of the thighs and the calf muscles. And the back. And then just, when you release out from this one, just take a rest and remember how that felt. So we are going to release the tension through the front, through the back, and through the sides to improve the ease of coming into this movement. How can we make this? This movement releases, it opens the front, but it also brings strength to the legs and the spine. So bring yourself onto your front. And so that I don't get confused, can you bring your hands on top of each other and turn your head to the right with your right hand on top of your left? Turning your right knee out and bringing it up as if trying to meet the right elbow. But please just find a range there that is comfortable for you. So from here, can you lift and make it a small movement to begin with? So you can kind of get a sense of, how does this feel for me? You're going to lift your head, hand, and elbow whilst looking right. And you'll feel, it doesn't have to be a big lift, you'll feel how that shoulder engages and the back and the opposite buttock, and then slowly release. Really feel your way out from there. Take a breath in and out and feel that again. Breathe in as you lift. So this is taken from Tom Hanna's A Stiff Neck is a Stiff Spine. Lowering down, feeling your way out and pausing to relax there. One more time here. That's it. Don't force anything, but move to where you can feel the muscles engage, and then slowly release. And let everything go there. Let everything go. Really let the back go. Now, turn your head, keeping your right hand on top, turn your head to look left. Your right knee really stays out, but if at any point you need to release your leg and bring it back up, do what you feel you need. And so the only thing that's changed is that you've turned your head to the left. Be curious and open to feel what feels different when you lift your head, elbow, and hand. Right elbow and hand. You might feel that left elbow is helping you lift and then slowly lower. And relax everything there. What lets go last when you relax? Explore that again. So breathe in, let the belly go as you lift. And release. What let go last? And have you let everything go? Now, one more time here. And release. Slowly. Feeling your way out. Okay, Somas, you're going to bring your left hand on top as you turn your head to the right. So left hand on top as you turn your head to the right. And again, stay curious and open. Be gentle here. Let's make it a micro movement as you lift just an inch your left elbow hand whilst your head is to the right. And release. Okay, how did that feel? What was different there? And then feel that again. Was it a little bit more of a challenge to lift up? And release. Let everything go. Do you feel the left leg engaging a bit more clearly on this side? Coming up. Lifting the left elbow hand. Does the left elbow feel a bit droopy? And release. Take some breaths here, let it all go. And then turning your head to the left. Left hand stays on top. And lifting left elbow, hand and head as you breathe in. It's easier to lift the elbow now that your head's turned towards it. Slowly lower. Let everything go. And with the next repetition, let's do what I call a run up to the movement. So you're not actually going to lift, but a slow motion run up. So you're going to almost lift and then you change your mind. So give that a go and just feel how you can feel those muscles still engaging to help you. And then release. It's like preparing. Everything recruits in preparation and then you change your mind. And let's take a breath in and out there. Feel that again and do it slow enough so you can feel all the different areas of you that help out and begin to contract. So maybe that right knee presses down, the right elbow. So sort of lift but don't lift. And then release. And then you're going to do one more repetition and lift as high as you comfortably can. So there's no force. You can just lift and do that lift but don't lift. And then can you control the release slowly and relax everything. Now, take your time to slide your right leg long, bring your head back to center. Just get a sense of how it feels to that right side of your pelvis and leg. And then I'm going to invite you to come onto your back. with your knees bent and your feet on the floor. Just give yourself a moment to land there. And we're going to explore this bridge lift again. And with your arms along your side, and I'd like you to feel this with your arms palms down, which is how it's often taught, arms palms down. And as you lift, just again, getting a sense as you come up how that feels. Does that right side feel a little bit different as you come up? And then lower down. Remember, from folding from the hip crease. Does it feel a bit smoother through that right side? Does anything feel different? And sometimes we can sense something's different, but we can't quite find the words, and that's fine. And then try it with your arms, palms up. So you might want your arms a little bit further away. And to me, this makes so much more sense because when we move up into bridge, we are opening the front. And give that a go and feel how that feels. Just check that your feet are level. And lower. Checking in with the quality of the movement. And then feel that one more time. And sense as you lift or lower, are you arching your back? Are you flattening your back? So we're not rolling off. We're not rolling up. And we're not rolling down. We're folding at the hip crease. All right. Just make sure you've let all that effort in your back, in the back of your body go. What felt more spacious, palms up or palms down? Now, yeah. Now bring your right hand to the back of your head. Your left hand on the front of your right ribs. Your left hand on the front of your right ribs. Okay, and just pause and just feel your breathing here. And then you're going to fold the elbow in. And as you do that, just feel what happens to your ribs as you do that. As you start to fold the elbow in and it tightens the chest, sense, is there a tightening in the ribs there? And then when you're ready, you're going to breathe out and curl up. And let those ribs sink down underneath your hand. And they sort of double down. They down to into your body and then down towards your pelvis. Just feel that there's no strain in the neck and there's no strain in the back. Release slowly out. And this is where I do want you to roll vertebra by vertebra out so you feel that you create space. Keep breathing. Elbow goes wide. Take a breath in, breath out there. And again, curling up, getting that sense of sinking those ribs down. Slow motion come up so you can really feel the pelvis is rolling back. You feel that the back is lengthening and not tightening. At the top of this, bring the right knee in towards your chest. And you're going to lower the right foot and roll back down and keep the chin gently drawn in. So the back of the head isn't leading the release. And then slide your right leg slowly long so that your hip flexors get a lovely release. Take a breath or two there. And then you're going to repeat that. So sliding in slow motion, that right knee in towards your chest as you fold the elbow, breathing out, curling up, sinking down. Take your time to really feel what's happening in your back. Sense what's happening in those ribs. Releasing out, heel, rolling out. Sliding your leg long. Relaxing everything. Take a breath in and breath out. Feel that one more time. Just curl with hip flexor, psoas, release. Okay. Now release your arms and bring your right foot back to the floor. Check that your feet are level and not too far away from your buttocks. And then Somas, when you're ready, be curious. You're going to lift up into your bridge lift again and feel how it feels. Does that right side feel a little bit more spacious and open? And release out. Feeling the quality of your movement there. And then from here, roll onto your front. You're going to have your head to the left with your left hand on top of your right hand. Left knee out and up. And remembering to be gentle with yourself as you lift your left hand, elbow and head. You come up smoothly or you just sort of pop up. Can you explore this? Lowering down slowly. Can you control that? Feeling your way right to the end. Take a breath or two. And then exploring that again. Feel, if you do it slowly, you'll really feel how your body works together to help you come up. You're still looking left. And then lower. Let all of that go. And one more time. And release. Just feel how the right leg, right lower back gets involved there. So let that go. And now keeping your left hand on top, turn your head to the right. Feel what's different when you lift your left hand and elbow with your head to the right. Is it harder to lift the elbow? Easier? Feel the muscles in the back of the shoulder contracting. Even the arm, the deltoid muscle in the arm. And explore that twice more. You letting your belly go. Is that left knee helping you out to lift? You might feel a bit of pressure in that knee. And when you lower down, be sure to relax your right buttock and leg, shoulder and back. Now turn your head to the left, bringing your right hand on top this time. And you know what to do. You're going to lift your right elbow this time. And what's different about this? And lower. And when you lower, can you come down with control? Now let's pause and let's practice this lift but don't lift. Like you're doing a slow motion run to like maybe like a long jumper who gets to that line and then changes his mind. So just start to slow motion, recruit everything, feel what comes on, and then change your mind before you lift and release that. Do that a few more times. So you're going to lift and then you change your mind. Do it as slow as you can so you can really feel the detail. Maybe that left knee is really getting involved now. Or the left elbow. Now relax everything. And with your next lift, can you do it? Not so slow. You're almost coming to a standstill, but slow enough so that you can control it, even if it's a micro lift. And control the release as well. Now turning your head to the right. And this can be the most challenging one because your head and the limb that you're lifting is the furthest away from your left knee. So when you're ready, let's do a run up and a lift but not lift. Try that first. Okay. And then when you're ready, take a breath in, slow motion, lift up and slowly release. Try that one more time. All right. Return your head to center. Slide your left leg long. Just a brief moment there to feel. And then bring yourselves back onto your back. With your left hand behind your head. Knees bent, left hand behind your head. Right hand on the front of your ribs, front of your left ribs. And again, having that same sensitivity as the elbow lifts. That brings tension into your chest. So try that elbow to the ceiling and feel how it brings tension into your rib cage as well. When you're ready, breathe out and curl up. Let your pelvis roll back and then slowly release. Keep the chin drawn down as you release. And in the next 3 repetitions, when you curl up, you're going to bring the left knee into your chest as well. Just breathing out as you curl up help you. Can those ribs sink down? As you release out here, Somas, just keep the chin gently drawn in. And remember to slide your leg long. And then exploring that twice more on your own. What makes curling up more of a challenge is if we are tight in the back. And then when you've finished here, releasing your arms. And we're going to explore trying that bridge lift again. Keep coming back to this. And again, be curious to feel, what really changes it for you? All these different movements we're doing, all these different pandiculations, what changes your back lift for you? So when you're ready, coming up. And explore it with your palms up so that your chest is open. That's it. And feeling the quality of the movement. We want to be able to sense when we practice this that we can sort of feel the bones of us, the muscles of us really working, but without sort of a leaden weight of lifting the body. All right. So next time you come down, you're going to pause there. And slide your left leg long. With your right arm close to your side. And let's do a little right hip lift. So gently push into your right foot. The right knee stays upright. You lift the right hip and you take a little roll to the left. And you'll feel that you land a little bit heavier through that left side. It doesn't have to be a big lift. So just sense what's happening in the right knee. Is it dropping over? Keep the knee upright and then slowly release. Just get a sense of that. And let's feel that again. Make it a gentle movement. Feel the contact your right foot makes with the floor. So know that the knee's moving over if you have more weight on the inside edge of the right foot. And if that's happening for you, just lower out the pelvis a little bit. Now, slide your right arm down. So we're doing hip lift and reach. And feel how your head moves with you. And at the top of this, explore lifting your chin. You're trying to look behind you as well, and that gets into your back. And then slowly lower your chin. Release the slide. Let the shoulder go up towards your ear as you land the pelvis down. So you get a little bit of space in the ribs there. And again, lift the hip gently. So lift and roll of the pelvis and reach down with your right arm. Head rolls to the right and lift your chin. And then slowly lower your chin, release your pelvis, and release the arm. Just take that space right into the armpit as the shoulder goes up. And then explore this one more time. I was practicing this at the weekend and just something inspired me to lift my chin, and it really got into a tight spot that I had in my lower back. So felt good to me. I hope it feels good to you. And release. You release out. Just feel that you find that space through the waist, through the ribs, up to the armpit. And release. Then, so just invite you to open your eyes just so that you can check that you're not still a little curved to the right. And then you're going to bring your left foot up. And again, just explore one repetition of this bridge lift here, sensing what feels different through your right side. Is there a different sense through your right leg, right foot? Okay. And then you're going to slide your right leg long. Bring your left arm close to your side. Just try lifting the left hip, gently rolling. Just feel how the left side of the pelvis feels to lift. Remember, just want it small, not so big that the knee and foot are rolling across. Explore that again. Maybe do half the distance. Then reach the left arm down. Head rolls and tip the head up, tip the chin up, and release out. And as you release, feel that space all the way up to your armpit, to the waist. Take a breath in here, and as you breathe out, reach down, lift the hip, tip your head, tip the chin. Feel how you're opening through that right side, but you've contracted into that left side. And then as you release out, feel that space. Take that breath in. Explore that one more time. Releasing out slowly enough to feel that space you're creating. Slide the shoulder up. Take an extra breath into that space. And opening your eyes just to feel that you've come back to center. Just take a moment to slide the left leg long, just a breath or two here. And then drawing your knees up, feet level, and have a check-in of how your bridge lift feels. What is changing? With each pandiculation, releasing layers of tension and helping the muscles to move more efficiently, work more efficiently. All right. Now, I'd like you to make your way over to one side. Don't rush if you're still exploring the bridge. Support your head. Knees up as for the side bend. Ankles under your knees. And just once you've checked your alignment, feel that your head is in line with your spine. You're going to bring your top hand to the back of your head as if you're doing all the curls that we've done already today. And once you've done that, again, just check you've not tucked your chin down. And we're going to curl, but we're going to do a sideline version of that. So fold the elbow in. And you're going to curl forward. In fact, sorry, Somas, can you bring that bottom hand onto those top side ribs? If that's comfortable for you. And when you curl forwards, can you get a sense of those ribs sinking down? Your head might lift off your support and aim the elbow to the bottom knee. So we get a little bit of a diagonal curl in there. So when you're ready, that's it. And again, let the pubic bone curl up to meet your face. And then slowly release out. Take your time to feel the space that's opening up in the front of your body. Elbow up to the ceiling. And then just allow your ribs to feel heavy and let them feel heavy and soft as you take a gentle twist. Twisting backwards. That's it. And just feel the back. You're not starting to arch your back. So if your hand is on those ribs, you'll feel if those ribs start to lift and flare into your hand. Just keep them soft. Keep them soft. And then roll yourself back onto your side. You can rest your arm for a moment along your side. And then let's explore just checking in. Hiking the hip and lifting the top foot. So give that a go. How does that feel? Can you allow that? Is that top waist actually shortening and the bottom waist lengthening? Slowly release. Did the leg come down with a flop? Could you control that to the end? Now, you can explore lifting one foot again, or if you want to, lift both feet. Okay, does that give you a nice clear sense of the waist muscles tightening there? Slowly lower, and as you do, feel the waist open up. Okay, we're going to put that together with the curl. So bringing your hand back to the back of your head. Take a breath in, curling forwards, fold the elbow down, sink those ribs. Tuck the tailbone under and lift both feet, or one, whatever feels best for you. And then slowly release out. Feel space in the waist, space through the front. You've opened that space up and then take the twist. So you feel, you can soften those ribs, soften those ribs. No strain. And then roll back onto your side and get ready to curl forwards on the diagonal and lift one foot or two. Keep breathing, keep sensing. Feel the shape you're making. Side bend, curling, slowly release. Take the twist. Once you've opened the front, let your head follow. And you'll feel if you let your head follow, your ribs will gently rotate. And then let's explore that twist, sorry, that side bend curl again. Breathe out, let those ribs sink down underneath your hand. If that's comfortable for your bottom arm, lift 1 foot or 2. That's it. And feel yourself open up like a caterpillar, unfurling, and then take the twist. Soften the ribs, soften the ribs. And then roll back onto your side or onto your back if you feel that you're almost on your back. Slide the support out from underneath your head, and you're going to rest with your feet up, and you're going to practice bridge just one time, just to feel what feels different. Okay, some of you want to do it twice, that's fine. If you want to just get more detail of what feels different, that's fine. Okay, so come on to your other side. I really like this twist, this curl, side bend twist. Comes from my teacher, Laura. Okay, so hand on the bottom ribs, just so that it's a reminder to sink those ribs down as you curl forwards. Just check before you begin your chin isn't tucked down. We want to feel that sense of space, so we know that's where we want to return back to. Top hand on the back of your head. Take a breath in, curl forwards, and then point the elbow down to the bottom knee, and feel that you create a tension from the armpit to that bottom hip. At the top here, lift that top foot. Hike the hip when you lift the top foot, allow that bottom waist to let go, and slowly release. Feel the space open up through your front, right up to the armpit. And before you take the twist, just let those ribs soften and then twist. And roll back to your side. And get ready to curl forwards. As the elbow folds, you feel how it contracts the ribs down, and then lift 1 foot or 2. Just feel this sort of cringing, avoidance, curling movement, and then slowly release. Can you feel that you make space through the front, through the waist before you take that twist? Breathe into that space. And then explore this side bend curl twist twice more. Keep sensing yourself as you move. Sense all the areas of you that tighten in this side bend curl. And what opens up as you take the twist. Feeling the ribs soft. Feel that space all the way up to the armpit. All the way up to the elbow. And then if you're almost on your back, you could roll onto your back or back onto your side and then back onto your back. And let's have the feet on the floor. And both hands behind your head. Just take a few breaths. Just allow the weight of your head to settle into your hand. And let's take an arch, soft belly, as you roll your chin down. Slow release, feeling the back melting away. And then you're going to fold your elbows in. We're doing arch and curl. Remember to sink those ribs. Imagine your hands are still on your ribs as you sink them down as the pelvis rolls back, but be attentive to what is happening in your back. Are your buttocks gripping? Maybe you need to come out of that curl a bit more. And then as you slowly release out, feel the space that you create. Again, let the weight of your head go and your belly go as you take the arch. Can you, at the top of this, can you gently press your shoulders evenly into the floor? Does that feel okay for you? And then slow release. Melting, releasing. Turning that into a curl. Remember to sink the ribs down. Feeling the back lengthen. And as you roll down, keeping the chin gently lowered, just let everything land before you take your next arch. Is your head being pulled down or is your chin rolling down with that arch? Slow release. That's it. One last curl here. Releasing your arms. Just check that your feet haven't migrated too far away from your buttocks. They're level. And then exploring bridge lift again. And feel. Remember how it felt at the beginning? Does it feel effortless to lift? But at the top, you can just really feel that strength in your legs. Feel the quality of the movement. And then when you land, just pause. Let everything go that's recruited there to help you lift up. And slowly slide each leg long. Let your arms fall away. Allowing your head to gently roll from side to side. You've done a lot of releasing through the front, the sides, and the back. Is your head turning with a little bit more freedom? And then when you bring your head back to center, sensing the muscles around your brow, eyes, jaw, throat. Feel the space, the back of your neck. Sense the space at the back of your shoulders. Is there less space? More space? Sense now where your arms have come to rest. Feel your arms, your hands, your fingers. Sense now the back of your rib cage, the space in your lower back, the weight through your pelvis, buttocks, and feel down each leg. Into each heel. And just give yourself a breath or two here, just integrating everything we've done this morning, how it feels now to be in your body. And let's ponder these words by Khaled Bentunes. For Muhammad, the teachings were based on the word. For Jesus, on love. For Moses, on the law. Starting from the light, each prophet gave it a particular accent. Why? In creation, no two things are identical. For Muhammad, the teachings were based on the word. For Jesus, on love. For Moses, on the law. Starting from the light, each prophet gave it a particular accent. Why? In creation, no two things are identical. Okay, Somas, begin to move yourself in a way that feels luxurious. Take your time to come around and find a comfortable seat. And I just want to share another reading from earlier in this week, which I think is really beautiful. So I invite you to close your eyes, let your hands rest at your heart. Make yourself as comfortable as you can. Close the language door and open the love window. The moon won't use the door, only the window. That's Rumi. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that practice and you can feel how being more supple can help you find strength. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon next week. Take care. Thanks for joining. Namaste.